Thank you very much for that kind introduction. मुझे नहीं पता मैं यहाँ पे क्या कर रहा हूँ, right? But nevertheless, it's always pleasure and honor to speak to people who know much more than you. So it's the way I look at it. It's a learning that I seek when I come to sessions like this. But good thing is that my dear friend Sanjeev Rao has just walked in, and I just recovered that. I just realized that he was a chef in his earlier avatar. पहले क्या होता था कि अगर कुछ काम नहीं होता था तो आप शेफ बन जाते थे. पता चला ये शेफ के बाद में रिटेलर बन गए हैं. So I don't know कि मतलब शेफ अगर नहीं भुगत सकते तो उसके बाद में रिटेलर बन रहा हूँ. What does it say for all the people, including me in this room? But jokes apart, I think the way industry has grown and the way people may not realize that chefs have always been in business of retail. We have been in business of food retail, and it's a very complex business. It's something that we have to look at many vectors. We have to look at many areas where it may not initially be understood that it's a very complex game that we have to play. Now, this is a term that I coined because I'd been hearing a lot of food tech, and food tech has been getting loads and loads of investor attention and money. And I realized that it actually had very little to do with food. It's something which was not something the way food tech should be. Most of the money, I would say, not in small parts. There's great work that is being done. Not to take away from what has been done, but as a chef at heart, I believe that there's loads and loads of opportunity that's there. Now, coming to how food has evolved over the years, it's a journey that we have all seen. It's a journey that we have all known. And I must share with you, this was my first job, and I was hiring somebody, a tandoori cook. And somebody comes to me and says, "Oh, sir, isko zarur rakhna." I said, "Why?" He said, "Sir, ये जो तंदूरी रोटी है, इसकी सारी फूली हुई आती हैं." And this was the time I had just joined the kitchen. I had become a chef at a very young age. और तंदूरी रोटी तो ऐसे उसमें ऐसे थोड़ा थोड़ा फोड़े हुए होते हैं, फूली तो नहीं होती है, right? घर में फुल्का होता है, फूला हुआ होता है, but तंदूरी रोटी is not puffed up. I said, "Really?" I said, "अच्छा फूल तो जाती है, but how many?" He said, "No, sir. He will guarantee that out of 197 would be all puffed up." What? आज कितने लोगों ने हमेशा puffed up तंदूरी रोटी खाई है? Right? No. And this was way back in 1986. We called that guy. He came and he actually cooked. And he got 99 out of 100 rotis all puffed up. Now, that's something, no technology, nothing. Atta, cook, and tandoor, and he got that. And something, and that set my mind thinking that what is the journey that I have to take? I thought that when I was getting into this field, it is a journey of an artist. It is a journey of creativity. It is a journey where it's a skill that you get. But I realized that there was something he was doing which was capturing the science, which he was not able to understand or explain. And if I could get that part right, then that would make the industry look back and say, okay, if we can combine art of cooking with science of cooking, define it better, then it will make the life easy. I've always said that cooking is a fantastic art if you understand the science behind it. And the science is not complex. It's just that we don't pay heed to it. It's something that we don't spend enough time on it. People who are specialists, they really don't, and the way industries are fragmented. So food industry, Now they have started, but they really don't hire chefs. They hire food technologists who are not artists. They are scientists. Hotel and restaurant industry does not hire food technologists. They are artists. They are not scientists. And there has not been a convergence for a very long time. And that convergence actually has helped me. If I have succeeded in my life, it's not because of the show that I did. It is because of the understanding of science of cooking that I applied, and I continue to apply that over and over and over again. And that's what I have always done. And I believe that this at intersection of art and science, and that's what we call as use terms as technology, tech, and all of that. I think that is the opportunity of Cook Tech, where the artist and the technologist, they come in together, and then they start to work. And is it complex? Actually, it's not very complex. I know that lots and lots of change in last 2 centuries, if we were to see, lots has changed. The flavor profiles, the taste that's there, that's actually, if we look at the taste profile of India, if I were to say, हमारा taste जो है वो चाट का taste है, खट्टा मीठा तीखा नमकीन. No matter what, that is the taste that we like, and if we understand that, it becomes fairly simple. But in that simplicity, there are lots of complexities. We have to break that down. कि मीठा ज़्यादा करते हैं तो नमकीन कम होता है, खट्टा को बढ़ाना पड़ता है, and we are managing that. But over last 2 centuries, loads and loads of work has been done, and great chefs have worked, and great technologists have come in, and a lot of research has come in. Globalization has helped. A lot of knowledge has been shared, which wasn't the case earlier. Chefs, cook, जितने होते थे, सब कुछ अपने पास छुपा के रखते थे. It's my secret. And that secret led to lack of innovation. But then people started to share. And with that sharing, like these kind of sessions where किसी को बोलो कि अपनी secret recipe बता दो, नहीं बताते थे. Right? But now it's happening. Coke will still not share their recipes, but that's another thing. You don't need to. Actually, it's a fairly simple thing. Anyone can do it, but you'll need the muscle of their marketing that you would need. Now, through this all intervention, all this time that has passed, loads and loads has been done. Many people have benefited. Now, if I were to look at what is the world of Cook Tech, if I were to say, I think today there are smart kitchens interconnected in a way, and they are interconnected in a way that it's not something we have started to embrace, but in some sense, without realizing, we are doing it. There are appliances, there are things which are happening us to make our cooking much easier, simpler. We don't even know that there is a weighing scale that is integrated into a microwave. You don't need to weigh, and that's something which is done at a price point which is fairly cheap. Now, a simple intervention, very easy. And more complexities are being added. You can talk to the devices from here, from my phone. I can make a coffee in my house. I can control my fridge, my deep freezer, everything I can control. Now, if that is the case, then I think important thing is when it comes to food, all these equipment, appliances, all people are changing. People are doing new things. But food is sensorial. It's 5 senses at play. We talked about human touch here, all touch points. Food is one thing. कपड़े को टेस्ट नहीं कर सकते, म्यूजिक को चख नहीं सकते, पेंटिंग को चाट नहीं सकते. Think of food. All 5 senses are at play. So when something as complex, as interesting as food is there, where there is a great sensorial play, but are we listening? Are we listening enough? Are we doing enough? Are we doing what we call as moment of truth? बहुत बढ़िया काम हो गया, बहुत अच्छे से 10 मिनट में आ जाएगा. डोसा खराब कर दिया आपने मेरा. Important thing is that are we listening enough? Now, this is something that I realized when we started our company Wonderchef, कि सबसे बड़ी प्रॉब्लम नॉन स्टिक वर्ल्ड अगर शुरू हुआ इंडिया के अंदर तो डोसे के लिए एक पैन चाहिए था जिसपे डोसा चिपके नहीं. Now we started to check all the dosa pans and realized that डोसा चिपकता तो नहीं है लेकिन क्रिस्प नहीं बनता, बड़ा गरीब सा डोसा बनता है, वो वाइट सा डोसा बनता है. It's not something that you would get excited with. And we realized what was happening, because non-stick by its nature, when you put something, it will not stick. But to get that color, you have to make sure that it sticks. Simple thing. उसकी caramelization ही तब आती है जब गरम उस पे चिपकेगा, तब उसको लाल करेगा, नहीं तो नहीं होगा. Now, simple intervention कि ऐसा हो कि पहले चिपके और कुछ देर के बाद में वो निकल जाए. Non-stick action should get activated little later. But is it possible? I talked to people, they said, ऐसा कैसे हो सकता है कि पहले चिपक जाए बाद में नहीं निकले? मैंने कहा दवाइयों वाले ये सस्टेन रिलीज करते हैं, पूरा 24 घंटे तक दवाई चला देते हैं हमारी. We can't even get this done. So we actually worked on a coating where, and we don't talk too much, but this is the first time I'm talking about it, where it will stick for some time, start that caramelization, and then it starts to release. Now, that's why we sell dosa tawa like no one else. It's a simple game. It's not complex. But are we listening enough? Are we doing enough? In a world of smart appliances, I think there is loads that can be done, but without compromising the core of it. I think that is critical. हम लोग बहुत सारी चीज़ें कर लेते हैं, but हम सारी स्पीड अच्छी कर लेंगे, सप्लाई चेन पे काम कर लेंगे, सब पे कर लेंगे, but the core that the customer is looking at, we do it at cost of that. Think about it. That whatever we are doing in this world of technology, are we compromising the core? वो टेक्नोलॉजी वाला बोलते था सर वो ये पॉसिबल नहीं है, ये लेयर ऐसे नहीं होगी, ऐसे नहीं होगी, वो ऐसे हो जाएगा. And you have compromised, but what have you gained? You have gained speed, you may have, but experience you may have compromised. And in food and cooking, that is the most critical thing. Now, something like if I were to just take 30 seconds on this, okay. Maybe he'll play from there. After testing also, this is technology, real test.
दो चीजें हैं that I really love, tech and coffee. Doesn't get better than this. You get cafe style coffee in one touch. Aromatic है, smooth है, creamy है, looks beautiful, smells absolutely fantastic. The Wonderchef Regalia fully automatic coffee machine. It can generate 19 bars of pressure. देखिए अगर आपको लग रहा है कि बड़ा यार इसमें भी कॉफी मशीन में भी टेक जार्गन आ गया, मैं सिंपल कर देता हूँ. जितने हायर बार्स यानी कि इसके 19 हैं, बेटर द एक्सट्रैक्शन फ्रॉम द ग्राउंडेड कॉफी. यूजुअल स्टैंडर्ड होता है 10, कुछ में 15, बट दिस इज वेरी इंप्रेसिव. कॉफी की जो अरोमा दैट हिट्स यू इन द मॉर्निंग, ब्यूटीफुल. अच्छा, डिजाइन के बारे में बात करते हैं. वेरी नीट एंड मिनिमलिस्टिक आप देख रहे हैं, क्लासी है, मॉडर्न है. फ्रंट ऑफ द मशीन उन्होंने एक बिग 7 इंच का यहाँ पे टच स्क्रीन दिया विद ऑल योर ऑप्शन एंड मेन्यूज ऑन इट. रियली रिस्पॉन्सिव, नो लैग. अच्छा, चलाते कैसे? मेन स्किल नीड्स टू बी योर एबिलिटी टू बी एबल टू प्रेस अ बटन. कॉफी को कस्टमाइज भी कर सकते हैं, लाइक द रेशियो एंड क्वांटिटी ऑफ मिल्क, फोम, कॉफी, वाटर. इवन द टेम्परेचर कैन बी चेंज बेस्ड ऑन योर प्रेफरेंस. में एक थर्मोब्लॉक टेक्नोलॉजी भी है दैट मेंटेन्स द परफेक्ट टेम्परेचर ऑफ कॉफी इवन आफ्टर मल्टीपल सर्विंग्स. और क्लीनिंग एंड मेंटेनेंस very easy. कितनी कॉफी बना रहे हो आप, who's going to clean the machine itself will do it. इसमें self cleaning भी है, tells you when cleaning is needed. Tech with coffee, यानी कि the best coffee that technology can make.
Now that is critical, that best coffee that
दो चीजें हैं that I really love, tech and coffee.
Now I think that's the most important thing, that at core we have to understand that no matter what technology we talk, at core, the problem that we are solving, it's something that should be a problem in the real sense. It should not be an excuse. It should not be something that we create. And we'll create habits. We will change habits. All of that would happen. But at core, what is it that we desire? That is the criticality of that. To get this machine right, how to power that, we work on culinary AI. I have a company on culinary AI, conversational AI that we are building. We have started our own academy to do that so that we can power all these appliances that we have. Personalization is something that is working. So we rule this country with a small product. We is a country of three-jar mixie. We created a personal Nutri blend. उसमें एक दाना, उसके अंदर एक दाना pepper का you can grind. One corn of pepper can be ground in that, and chutney भी उसके अंदर बना सकते हैं. Now that's something, but again that we have recipes that are interconnected to that. We have everything. That is something, our first question that we ask and answer, that technology, are we enhancing the experience, the reason why we are using this technology, is it making better? Think about it, कैमरा में से फोटो अच्छी आती है हमारी, सारी चीज़ों में जितने हमारी टेक्नोलॉजी में बाकी चीज़ें होती हैं अच्छी होती हैं, but there are many things that we do when it comes to technology, and food is one of them, cooking is one of them, where we continue to ignore that and say कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता, जल्दी आ जाएगा डोसा, जल्दी आ जाएगा पिज्ज़ा, कैसा होता है उससे फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. Whether it's healthy, whether it's nutritious, whether it's tasty, whether it's touching us, whether it's the sensorial experience that we are getting, don't know. I think in the world of AR, VR, XR, and now ChatGPT and generative AI, I think all these things will continue. But if we keep on listening to ourselves, if we become the customer first and then apply a layer of technology, I think we will be able to see the change that we deserve. Otherwise, I think we will be in this rat race, but we will still be a rat. Think about it. Thank you.